Hello and welcome to HyperScout and another activity in our Around the World in 80 countries. Today we are in Cyprus and we are celebrating blossoms, and that is because on the 1st of May in Cyprus they celebrate spring and it's called the Blossom Festival. Many people have the day off and they make wreaths out of flowers to, as I say, celebrate spring, and flowers are a sign of fertility. So today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple paper wreath, but you don't have to make a paper wreath. You can make one out of actual real flowers or silk flowers. Maybe you could make some wooden flowers and carve those. It's entirely up to you. But for this wreath, what you're going to need is a paper plate, some pieces of paper. These are 10 by 10 centimetres. So I'm going to be using yellow and white for this. And then you'll also need a contrasting colour in about 8 centimetre pieces. And again, I'm sort of using this lovely orange. You'll need some glue and scissors. So to start with, we're going to make the wreath shape. And all I'm going to do with this paper plate is just hold it in half to cut a hole in the middle. And then I'm just going to cut along to the outer edge. It's quite nice because obviously with the paper plates you've got that line, so you can follow that line round. Now it doesn't have to be neat because it's going to be covered up, and if, like I'll show you on this one, it's quite a wide rim, so I might actually take it a little bit further to make the wreath shape thinner. So that's sort of what you're aiming for, but as I say, I'm just going to cut mine a little bit thinner. I think I'm going to go right up to the creases. Because depending on what size your flowers end up, you don't want to see any of the plate. So that's what you want to end up with. Okay, then what you're going to do is take some of your 10 centimetre by 10 centimetre pieces of paper, and you want to fold it diagonally from corner to corner. Now it is better if you've got a piece of paper that's coloured both sides, but it doesn't matter. And make sure you just really crease that down. Okay. Then what you need to do is take the points to the points, but you're not going to fold it properly, you're just going to pinch it because you want a marker point of the halfway. Okay, and then once you've done that, you're going to hold your finger where that crease is, and you're just going to fold one side across, like so. See that? And then you're going to fold this piece across as well. Now you may have to, if you don't get it quite even, it's okay, you can refold it. It's all about the angle, and I never get it correct first time. But basically, when you fold it up, it's kind of almost going to look, I guess, a bit like a tulip shape. Tulip shape or ice cream cone, I guess. So it looks like that. So some people will draw on here. I'm not going to draw on here because I think you can adjust it once you've cut it. So what you're going to do is cut like a pointy shape here. So let me just show you. So you need to make sure it's sort of on all 3 pieces when you've cut that. Now what you can also do at this point, can you see that mine's a bit pointy here? I'm just going to trim that a little bit because I think it looks a bit messy. And then at the end where so this is the piece where you folded it from, so the folded piece, I'm just going to nick a little piece off of that so that you'll see when I open this out. you'll end up then with a hole in the middle. You see? And that is going to be like your base part. So now what you need to do is have your colour side up, obviously, and sort of just play with it and shape it. You might want to put sort of almost like a slight fold down the middle of the petal, just so it sits nicely, so that when we're going to stick this on, it won't be flat, it will just sort of sit up like that. So once you've done that, you're going to take your smaller piece of card or paper. So you're going to sort of be cutting a circular shape, but again, you don't want it even, so you might just want to cut the shape first, and then we're going to do like make the fluting on it. So as you can see, that is really, really rough. Okay, then I'm going to cut it in half, and then on this edge I'm just going to make it more sort of wiggly, I guess is this technical term. So this will kind of give it, when it is rolled up into a cone, you'll see what I mean, but it's going to make it look more like a flower middle. Okay, so do both of those, because you're going to need one for the next one, because you're going to be making multiple of these flowers. Okay, so once you've done that, what you're going to need to do is roll your centre up like that and stick it so it forms a cone. Now I'm just using a glue stick here, but what you do need to do if you're using a glue stick is you will have to hold it to let it dry before moving on, because it won't hold otherwise. Okay, so once your glue has dried on your cone shape, what you're going to do, you can probably see on here I have made my hole a little bit bigger, is just put some glue in the centre of your flower, and then just sit the cone in to your hole. And again, it's up to you how 3D you want to make this, so I've just sort of stuck that on like so, can you see? So then you're going to repeat that lots of times until you've got enough flowers to go around your whole ring, and then you need to attach your flowers onto the wreath once they're dry. So once your flowers are dry and you're going to stick them onto your wreath, so I've used glue dots to secure them because it's easier. You may find that your trumpets for your daffodils are too long, so you might have to trim them down if you find that they're sticking up too far. And so you just keep going until you've filled the whole ring up. Obviously you can add some leaves as well if you wanted to do that. Just sort of cut some green card or paper out to make the leaf shape. So as always, we look forward to seeing what you create. See you next time. Bye.